name's Osama, and I'm gonna be doing a cooking video for you guys as my creative project. I chose cooking because, well, I guess I started in junior high from home ec class, but I never actually really started cooking for real till I moved away for university. I was on my own for about 2 years, and I just used to binge eat outside, right? And I got this really unhealthy gut, and it took forever to get rid of. But I started bringing in my own food, and I just, I used to just call up my mom and be like, okay, so mommy, I got all this stuff, and I don't know what to do with it. So she just walked me through it, and I just used to be on the phone and be like, okay, so now I'm cutting the onions, and she'd be like, okay, wait, now add this and this. And, we just used to spend an immense amount of time on, on food. And that's, I guess, where my talent really flourished for cooking, and I've been cooking ever since. So today we're gonna actually make kebabs, which is a really easy, quick way to make a snack. We're gonna start with one medium onion, and we're gonna chop it. Everything's basically chopped, but we'll see why. We're gonna have 2 tablespoons of coriander or cilantro. It's the same thing, guys. We're gonna have about half an inch of ginger with 2 cloves of garlic in here, chopped. We're gonna have 2 medium chilies, chopped, and then we have 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. These are used for binding. The rest of the stuff is actually according to taste. You can add as much as or as little as you want to add. I have about a teaspoon of chili powder here, a quarter teaspoon of pepper, and I have half a teaspoon of salt, or a teaspoon of salt. I'm starting with about a pound of lean ground beef, and the final ingredient is actually egg. And you want to use a fresh egg, and I have one in here, but I'm gonna actually just use half of this because I only have a pound of beef. So it's used to keep the moisture in. And how do you know if an egg is, well, you want to use a fresh one, how do you know if it's fresh or not? Well, do you remember buying it? If not, then they're probably not fresh, so, take care about that. The next thing is actually a good one. You need to have some skewers, and you need to pre-soak them. You gotta soak them in ice cold water for about 3 hours. And I already pre-soaked mine. The reason for this is because when you cook it, you won't actually burn these then, right? So you just do that for about 3 hours beforehand. And if you don't have time to pre-soak your skewers, I suggest that you relook at your schedule. We prioritize things. If there's really not enough time to, pre-soak the stuff, I may suggest that you might be heading for burnout, so take it easy, guys. Okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add everything into this. And what we want to do is put everything into this blender thingy. I normally don't use my mom's stuff because I break it, but oh well. I'm gonna take a chance today. I've gone through about 2 of her juicers, so we're gonna add everything in here. So you want to blend it because you want it to be a little bit more finer, right? Because it's still too thick right now, like the meat. It needs to be leaner, okay? So we're gonna blend this. Now that we have, so we blended it for about 30 seconds, and now that we have all the ingredients in here, we're just gonna put the meat on the skewers now, okay? So we're gonna take our skewer. Actually, first we're gonna take a ball of meat, right? Obviously you wash your hands first. You're gonna take a ball of meat, and you're gonna take a skewer, and you're gonna put it right through there, okay? Through the center. And then you have to spread the meat across quite thinly so that it cooks well. So you just do that with both hands. So you just, take your hand and you go like that. This one kebab. And you put it to the side, and you So now that you have your skewers made, you're gonna cook them. You're gonna fry them for about 3 minutes each in a pan, okay? And just for about 3 minutes, okay? Once you have your kebabs done, you can put them in a plate and I use garnish. I use some salad leaves and daikon as garnish. You can use whatever you like. And the chutney is actually just yogurt and coriander, chopped coriander mixed in there, and you could just garnish with that, and it goes really well with the kebabs, right? You can just put that on there and just drizzle it on as well, make it look nice, and that's it. Voila, kebabs are done.